Sincerely, I must tell you on the show today, if there's anything I'm liking about the lady, it's about her name, Wakama. Reina Wakama. That's a name everyone should reckon with at this point in time because I feel like everything is going so well for Nigeria at this point in time. The sports world, amazing personalities. We are putting everything right, and that's how much I like to talk about the Nigerian sports at this point in time. Yes, you already know what happened on Sunday where we did see Nigerian women basketball team, the Tigers. They have now been crowned champions of the 2025 FIBA Women Afro Basketball. You could say Afro Basket if you want to call it, after defeating Mali in the final. The Reina Wakama side clinched the title on Sunday after the Palace. That's a very big stadium if you know well the place, the vicinity. Palace Day Sports Day Treasureville in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, where we some say Ivory Coast. With that win, I must tell you, Nigeria now has made history as the first country to win 5 consecutive Women Afro Basket Championship, further cementing their dominance on the continent. Good to see you have on your screen. They also remain unbeaten in the tournament for a decade. Sunday's final was a tale of two halves, where Mali took 26-21 lead at the end of the first quarter, but Nigeria fought back to level the scoreline 4-1 by halftime. Now, a strong third quarter saw the Tigers pull ahead, leading 61-56 by the buzzer. In the final quarter, the Nigerian team stepped up defensively, limiting Mali to just 8 points and sealing 14-point victory. The win followed the hard-fought semi-final against Senegal, where the Tigers needed a spirited fourth quarter performance to secure a narrow victory. Coach Wakama now has, let's say, she now have 2 titles in 2 attempts, having led the team. I think I like to say this, just on the pause, please, just leave that. I like to talk about Wakama in a bit. Now, this lady is just so great. 33-year-old coach Reina Wakama, since her appointment back in 2023, forced to lead past a top 3 team in the Olympics, forced to reach the Olympic quarterfinals, won Nigeria's 4th straight Afro-Basket, first female coach to win Afro-Basket, gunning for a record 5th, and of course, this is just what it is. Let's go to the other one. I think there's one that we have, they've won this, they've won that. Let's see more pictures about Reina Wakama's side and also the Afro-Basketball team. Let's go on the change of this one so you can see more how far these ladies have come. Now, what am I? The Tigers now are through and they got that one. No, the other one, I think the other one is cool. Let's see. Yes, this is what I want. 2017, they won it. 2019, they won it. So this was before the very game. 2021, they won it. 23, they won it. And 2025. That's about Reina Wakama. Was loading us at yesterday, before that very game. But regardless, let me start the show by saying congratulations to our the Tigers of Nigeria. Welcome to the Sports Republic show right here on the Voice of People TV. My name is Kizzy K, and we'll also want to talk about Chan, well, Afro basketball, sweet, you can say Afro basket. Now let's talk about Chan Wall. The way Super Eagles B head coach Eric Chell has defended the high number of Remo Stars players included in the Nigerian squad for the 2024 African Nations Championship. It's a whole lot to talk about on the show. Quickly, let me tell you. You know why? Very soon, we'll be talking about Victor Boniface. He's just so much in the news. He said a lot about his players. He talked about the Nigerian Super Eagles, the reason why they are not so committed whenever they play for Nigeria. And we'll also look into Ademola Lookman's case. He's being treated poorly. Something bad happened to Lookman in Bergamo. So all of this we'll talk about on the show. So let's just take it bit by bit. Now, let's talk about the Chan. Speaking to the Nigerian Football Federation NFF media team, Eric Chell explained that his selection was based purely on merit and tactical suitability, not favoritism, due to his assistant coach Daniel Ogumodede being the head coach of Remo Stars. Now let's quote the Super Eagles manager. He said, "Who won the league last season first?" He was asking a question. If you look at the Moroccan national team, many players come from Raja Casablanca or Wydad Casablanca. In Angola, the best players are also selected from the top team. In South Africa, you see 8 players from Mamelodi Sundowns in the national team. This is not because my assistant coach is from Remo Star. No, this is because they are the best side. And he told NFF TV, the French Malian coach elaborates on the philosophy as the basic criteria for player selection. In his word, he went as far as saying, my philosophy is to keep the ball and apply high pressure. When we don't have it, I need the players who can fit into my style. And he said, there are many good players in the league, but my job is to select those who match the game plan. The coach added that the squad is still a work in progress, especially following recent challenges following that game that was played and including missing key players during the qualifiers. The Remo Star contingent in 24-man squad includes team players like Ndoka Jr., Ismail Sadiq, Leko Adebayo, Akani Kudus, Sikira Lemi, Hadi Haruna, Alex Oyowa, Michael Tochukwu, and also Gordon Obaje. Nigerian Chant team, which previously finished as runners-up in 2018 and third in 2024, will begin their quest in that very tournament. We already see them play. Now on the show today, Ogumodede with the boys, doing what he needs to do well. It's time for us to connect with the guests we have live in the studio today, so we can talk about this live here at the Voice of the People TV studios. Question will be asked, eyebrows will be raised, mouths will wag, I'll be asking questions like, is the Super Eagles coach? He might be the coach for Team B, but officially sometimes we know these jobs are usually done by an assistant. But Ogumodede, who happens to be Remo Star coach, he said, let's even be factual. There's a whole lot of controversy in this one, because me, I check and they think and they look and they reason and see, let's be factual. I understand what he's saying. The part where you see Mamelodi Sundown players in the South African team, Hugo Broos. When you talk about the Atlas Lions or Lions of Morocco, where you have Ashraf Hakimi and the rest of Ernest Siri, those key players, Yasin Bonu. Some of them are abroad, but basically you know the national team is filled with what? More of the players who play the trade or their league football. Now there's something to be talked about on this news. Eric Chell is saying, I did not select Remo Star players because Daniel Ogumodede is the assistant. He's trying to let us know that they look to be the best team. They are good enough. They are good to go. But one question will be asked on the show today. What is Eric Chell's criteria for selection? I can also take it back to the Super Eagles and also ask about the Chan B. So I have Phil on the show to do justice to all of those talks, and then we'll keep moving. Phil, you're welcome to the show. Good morning. Great to have you.
Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, KCK. Good morning, everybody. It's so nice to be here.
Yes, so nice to be here. I don't like to say how was your weekend because that's not for me. I like to do it straight to the job. But I believe your weekend was nice, actually. Yes, so let's talk about Eric Chell. This news now, he's coming to say to the media, the reason why I picked like 9 players for the Chan from Remo Stars is not because of Ogumodede, because of my playing style, and also they are the best club side in the MPFL.
You see, thank you very much. It's a good question. I used to ask a question before that. Why can't we get players from the National League?
MPFL.
The MPFL. Why can't we have players to come play for the senior team or whatever? Irrespective of anything anybody is saying, I believe he's doing a good job. Getting players involved from the league itself. Some people might say, okay, it is coming as a fact that he brought in Ogumodede, maybe due to the fact that Ogumodede is the head coach of the Remo Stars and is bringing players from the Remo. All those are hearsays. I don't want to go with that. Okay. Now, the boys that have been coming all the way from abroad to come play, how was their performance? How has their performance been? Then he's looking at, okay, how can I boost up my team? How can I have the best? How can I play the game? He said he loves high pressure, pressing to get the ball. How can I bring the best from my team? And he's going to Remo Stars to get this. And to me, I believe he's doing a good one for going there to bring these players. Now, if you are to put the teams in the league, in the Nigeria Professional Premier League, how would you want to? How do you think it will be if he wants to bring the best, like draw out the best for? Now, come to think of it, a lot of people have been complaining about the way the foreign boys play. When I mean foreign boys, I mean the guys that play
in the European side.
So how their contribution be to the team? Sometimes we say they are not putting their best. They're not playing the way we see the way we see Africans, not even club level.
Oh,
we see African spirit. We're not seeing it. Now he has gone. Chell has gone to Remo Stars and gotten these boys. Now you will see the difference. Believe you me. Now the criteria for selecting, I don't know, but I so love the fact that he has gone to Remo Stars and pick players. If he likes, he picks 10 players. If he likes, he picks 15 players. So long we see results. Not being biased. If you go back down to, let's say 2010, see the way that the Spaniards play in the FIFA World Cup.
Right.
How many players they pick from Barcelona?
So, majority of the team.
So what are we saying?
Okay, so we don't have a word to say to Eric Chell. He's the manager of the team. I think one thing we always say, one thing that's inevitable is that if the manager makes things right, you cannot say much. But let's quickly talk about Cyril Dessers now. Much traveled Super Eagles striker Cyril Dessers has said he could consider playing in the MPFL. Dessers has previously played in Belgium, the Netherlands, and Italy as well, and is presently with the Scottish Giants Rangers. In the words of this man, he said, when asked where he would want to play next, and he said, it's a difficult one, a difficult choice. Let's call it something more exotic. But let's say a place like Japan, the United States, as the MLS, South Africa, or Nigeria. It would be nice to play there. A return to Holland or Belgium is out of the question, he maintained. It's a case of being there, and then I love to play for Nigeria as well. Now, the summer AEK Athens and Olympiacos side have also been linked with Dessers, who is expected to cost around 60 million euro, or 6 million euro, better word, and he could stay at Rangers just maybe. He said, my contract with Rangers still runs for 2 years. It's a fantastic club, and I'm happy here. When you score so many goals, it's normal for more teams to talk about you and also for other teams to show interest. I've seen the link with Olympiacos, but I don't know anything specific about that. These kind of rumors are normal. But, well, the coach has said something about him. The coach is Russell Martin. That's the coach of the Rangers side. He has said during this transfer summer, Cyril Dessers is the only player who club side are really linked with. But, Phil, let's talk about Cyril Dessers in this way.
Okay.
If you ask me my opinion, I'll tell you after Osimhen, he's my number 9 in the Super Eagles now.
Okay.
Then maybe Aroko Dari by stats.
Okay.
Boniface, what's the name? Onacho, Terry Murphy, a whole lot of players. I just will keep them on the sideline. But let me talk about Cyril Dessers on the part that he's saying MPFL. Is it possible for us to see a Cyril Dessers play in MPFL?
It's possible.
How good would that be for our league?
Yes, it will be good because it's going to draw attention. You know, one of the things that Cristiano Ronaldo did in the Saudi Pro League is attention. It brought attention to the league. But you know, there's a huge difference between Cristiano Ronaldo and
Cyril Dessers.
Right?
No competition, right?
But no competition about that. But when you look at it, there's a player, the Nigerian skipper. Then what's his name? Ahmed Musa.
Currently with Caterpillars.
You get where I'm driving at? So he came in. You know, though it's not any away games, he finds it difficult to go play for them. But it's going to bring something new, something fresh, something we want to see in the league, a new energy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Definitely drawing attention. Okay, well, there's a guy called Cyril Dessers. Okay, he's playing for the Nigeria MPFL. Let's see what he's doing. So it's actually going to be a good one. I would want to see that happen. I would really want to see that happen. So for me, please, if you can come, just come. Let's enjoy you.
Okay, so let's get into Boniface now. This has been trending on social media, and you know, Victor Boniface, a lot of people have said he has not lived up to expectations to be playing for the national team. If there's anything to talk about Boniface, is the fact that, let's even be factual, he has not done so well for Nigerian football. Yeah, but some say he needs some time. And I don't know if this is like a phobia about players who play that train in the Bundesliga. We know about one legend at the time, Jonathan Akpobere. He did so well in the German Bundesliga, but when he returned to play for Nigeria, whenever he returns, we barely see the good part about that man. But as it stands now, Germany-based Nigerian attacker Victor Boniface has said that some Super Eagles stars do not care whether they win or lose matches while playing for the national side. The striker said that his national teammates must show a little more seriousness while on international duty, and also must acknowledge the fact that it is a privilege to represent Nigeria. I always say it on the show every time, that badge happens to be a very big one. It's a responsibility. You're carrying the load. And it's a call, like say international call. So when you play for the Super Eagles, you need to understand that you're representing millions of Nigerians. Seeing you playing on TV, they want to see the best of you. So it's ideal that Coach demands that you have to just do well. Well, I'm talking about a player who has not done so well. The Bayer Leverkusen striker noted that there are millions of people waiting to grab such an opportunity to play for Nigeria. Boniface on the Culture League podcast said, if some of my teammates are going to the national team, they feel like we play, whether we win or lose, it doesn't matter. And he said, I'm always trying to say to them, we are millions in Nigeria. I don't think in Africa we have the highest population. Boniface also was eager to move to Saudi Arabia this summer, but it was reported that the deal collapsed along the line. He didn't want to talk about that. He felt so bad. The 24-year-old will now remain at the Bundesliga side, a club he contributed immensely to the winning of their Bundesliga title back in 23-24 season.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a fan of Victor Boniface.
Yeah, I am. But
you like him?
I do like
Okay.
him. If what you said about the international players coming to play for the Super Eagles and not putting their all, I think he actually said it right.
Making points.
You know, there's a game that Victor Boniface, Victor Osimhen was actually angry. He almost shed in tears at the end of the game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
he was frustrated. That was against what's the game? I think qualifiers.
One of the qualifiers. I've really forgotten the team that played against. He was frustrated. You know, he scored the goal
against Zimbabwe.
God bless you. He scored the goal, and it was so. That what Victor Boniface said is actually good, but his contribution to the national team, I believe it is the function of the coach right now to understand the kind of striker he is and the way they play. If you remember when Joseph Peseiro was with the Nigeria national team, his tactics, the way he plays, believe you me, it will never suit Victor Boniface.
Okay.
The way he plays. We were not playing possessive football. And Victor Boniface is an attacker that knows how to use the ball.
Right.
So you give me the ball, I can make some passes, I can make some runs, I can body feint and all that. He's got it under him. So with him rather. So you're not playing the game the way the player will express himself to the full. So to me, the national team, Victor Boniface's contribution to the national team is not just his problem. It's at the result at the fact that the coach and the tactics are not suitable to say the best.
Okay, so let me get it right. Let's talk about one point. Boniface, you accept that he's not done so well for the national team.
Of course, he hasn't.
So for the part that he has not done so well, does it mean that the team need to play for him? Do we need to find a coach to just suit the Boniface style of play?
All right. Don't take it that way. All right. Okay. If you can't make use of him, then don't bring him.
Oh, okay, that's a point too.
If you are bringing him, you need to understand that this is the way this guy plays. This is the way this guy plays. And once in a while, let's just play the ball possessively so that we can actually make good use of this attacker. Not us that we're just bringing him to fill in the squad. If I'm bringing you in, then I should know that I'm making use, not like Nicholas Jackson. So let's make use of you.
All right, so let's say the Super Eagles, he said they are not committed. Why do we see players plying the trade abroad, giving their all to club side? I understand the part. I know how this works. These guys are literally paid every Thursday in the MPFL. No disrespect to Nigeria Premier League or formerly called Professional League. No disrespect. It got me touching, but they are paid. That's the word. Like every Thursday, every monthly, they are paid monthly, right? But in Europe, it's a different ball game. These players are paid Thursday. The least of it is Friday, so officially Thursday. And why is it that whenever they come to Nigeria to play, they play like they don't really care about the national team? I feel like this is a Nigerian thing. It's not about today. It's not about the Eric Chell set of boys. It's been like that from, let's say, in the 2000s. We see them playing, losing 1-0 and still being lackadaisical with the game, not minding how the result goes.
Yes.
Why do we see this happen? Is it about them not being so committed or not knowing fully well what it takes to play for the national team?
For me, I think it's the professional game they've been playing overseas that has influenced them.
Really?
For me, yeah, believe you me. Because like I said before, the way Africans play, the way Africans play football. If you see the way the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, you see the way they play before. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So there's a way African football is shaped, and you now come to the West Africa, you now go to the North Africa. The way these guys play their football is also different to themselves. But when you come to Nigeria, the Super Eagles rather, you find out that these boys. Okay, sorry that I'm digressing a bit. You remember a lot of people complained about Alex Iwobi's performance with the Super Eagles. But when he goes back to Fulham, we said the best of him. Why is it so?
Yeah, that's a question.
So why is it so? So sometimes it happens that way. It happens that way. Now, no wonder Eric Chell has looked at it very well. Okay, let me just come back. Let me pick boys from here. Let's see. In fact, let's give him a benefit of doubt. Let's see where he's heading to. Because 100%, I'm so convinced in my heart that these boys will bleed out on the pitch. They will give it all.
So, in other words, you're saying let them give those Nigerian players apply the trade here. So
Opportunities.
But is it not preferable a mixed squad or just?
You can still mix it, but make their number higher.
Okay,
to me, so that you see the way they play. They won't play with hunger. I don't want to say like the Indaboski hunger, but they will definitely bring up fire. Believe you me.
Okay, so that's about Philemon on the show today. He's really a fan of Eric Chell. We know how this works. For me, if you ask me my opinion about Boniface, not a bad player at the time, and we've seen him on his very A game. Anytime he happens to be on his A game, he gives his all. And I feel like he's still he still has a lot to do. He has a lot to do in the national team. He has a lot to prove to Nigerians why he should be called up to the team. Truth be told, fact check, be the truth, Boniface does not deserve a call anytime now again. But because of, yes, I think it's an option, my point. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like it's about the manager. If you know this guy very well, you give him that space. Because he rightly said the word. Millions of players are out there wanting to play from the streets.
Yeah.
So when you get yourself involved, he jokes a lot. We know his story. The other time he said something, he said, I don't hang boots. And that was a game he played so poorly, like he had a very poor game. It wasn't a decent game. And now he's telling us all of this. Well, let's take the good one and let's let the bad one go.
Slide.
Because what he's saying is making 100% record and so sure. We've seen our players coming to play. They don't know if everything's at stake. Okay, now let's see how it goes. Now that we have just 4 games to go for the World Cup qualifiers, just so you know, Nigeria Super Eagles are yet to make it to the World Cup. The last one that happened in Qatar, 2022, majority of our players, we didn't go. Yes, we didn't make it to the World Cup. Now, looking at the team, the set of boys we have, Victor Osimhen does not know what the World Cup looks like. Lookman, of course not. He doesn't know about the World Cup. Who else in the team? Onyeka. So all of these players. So we just have Didi, Iwobi, and then who else? Ekong, who knows about the 2018 World Cup in Russia.
And so, maybe your skipper, the Ahmed Musa. I think it's
Ahmed Musa, but I don't know if he gets a call this time. But I'm just looking at that team. So Phil, let's be factual. Okay. This is enough reason. Like the zeal, the resilience, the determination. I feel like this is when they need to put in their all. 4 games to go. Can we make it to the World Cup?
It's a big question. It is possible. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing really new under the sun. But to me, I believe 100%. Let's say the plan Eric Chell is bringing with the home-based boys that play in the league in Nigeria, in the Super Eagles, like in the Nigerian league. Let's see how they pan out to be. 100%, Kizzy, I kid you not. But these guys will bleed out.
Do you understand that our destiny does not lie in our hands anymore? Now we have to do some permutation. I don't know that I don't buy calculator because me I don't buy. No, normally I dey check am because only when Nigeria get match now they calculate. You don't go buy my own father. See, if South Africa lose, we'd like to play permutation a lot, and that's not good for me. For us as well.
That's true. That's
now
really
let's talk about the NFF news, where there's this talk about African champions, and there's no competition, there's no comparison with Super Falcons and also the Super Eagles. The Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) has said Super Falcons' success should serve as a motivation for the other national team side. That's the Super Eagles, especially the Nigerian team, as they resume their quest for the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. That's for 2026 in the coming weeks. That's September. In a communication issued after a meeting held on Tuesday, that was on Tuesday, July 29, at the NFF Secretariat in Abuja, the committee praised the president's conferment in national honors, cash gifts, and also housing rewards to the players and officials. NFF described the gesture as a morale booster that would inspire greater participation of girls in football and reinvigorate women's football in Nigeria. Truth, yes, I agree. The NFF urged thorough preparation for crucial matches against Rwanda and South Africa, tasking its secretariat with ensuring smooth logistics. Okay. On the men's domestic front, the NFF expressed satisfaction with the Super Eagles B team, and that's for the preparation. The committee also reviewed the Flying Eagles' recent second place finish in the WAFU B Under 20 Championship in Ghana, calling on the coaching crew to fine-tune preparation for the FIFA Under 20 World Cup coming up next in Chile. In addition, the NFF congratulated Moses Aduku and also Manu Gaba on their respective appointment as head coaches of the Falconets and the Golden Eaglets, respectively, urging them to rebuild and build formidable team for upcoming World Cup qualifiers and regional tournaments. Well, looking at the screen, see, you know, let's get it back to me. Like, I can talk about these ladies. If I have my way, I would talk about the Super Falcons consecutively. I will not stop. Because when I talk about the Falcons, I just see, what's the word? I see a structural team. I feel like that's what we have. Because Madugu might not be your number one. You might not like him. But what we've seen so far, a man has played second fiddle all his life. What more can be talked about him? He has never been like a top man. We know his story from Ademola, the Plateau United. He went on to the women coach. He was under around the world for a couple of years, and nobody trusted this man. So he got the ladies to the cup, to this recent tournament that just finished, the WAFCON 2024 in Morocco, Rabat to be exact. He got the ladies involved, and then he was not a sure man. He was not sure, not the Man United type. The NFF did not believe in him. That's the word. Nobody believed in Madugu. But he has turned the table around. If you watch his stats, his gameplay, he barely touches his back four. Mitchell Alozzi from the right back, or Harley, Damon Hill, who plays for Galatasaray, or Harley plays for Pachuca in Mexico, Ashley Plumpton of Leicester. This is how he does his back four. And you come to the midfield, he plays Allende of Rosengard, Abiodun as well, also just somewhere close. Then Tony Payne was on the bench, Oshola, the big player, African decorated, on the bench. Uchebi from Benfica on the bench. Who else is there? He shares the game for Jesus sometimes. Then you have the midfield goal and the way they play, Rashida Ajibade. So I think it's a transitional team, and I must give credit to Madugo. But let's not compare them to the male category. And some time ago, NFF president was asked a question, said, Your Excellency, why is it that we don't see enough PR for our ladies? They are big now, yeah. You know, you can see the money shared to them. And the president has done it. He has done well for me. Housing, rewards, and you know, cash prizes. Also, I think some brands are also coming in just get to invest on our ladies. And these are ladies who came out to say, Alozzi said, the other time I went to the laundry and I said I want to wash my clothes, and they told me, do you want soap? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. How can I wash my clothes? Ajibade complained about the ladies when they train, when they are done playing some matches. Physiotherapy is just like one physio. You can't touch all of the ladies now, you know what I mean, positively, like massage, fatigue-wise. So they get to play games without being massaged sometimes. Now, Oshola talked about the PR. Whenever they have games, no one is talking about them. It's a different ballgame when the Super Eagles are on the game. Super Eagles, Osimhen is coming, the PR is high. So NFF president said something. He said, whenever we go to sponsors to sponsor our football, for female, just our sports, they ask us, what is the Super Eagles ranking? So, Phil, let me get it right. Is it ever possible that, because these ladies have been treated poorly, but I think they've put it to the face of Nigerians, like, yes, we are the next big team. So, is it ever possible that we can see our ladies, and not saying, but closely to the male whenever they come back for national call?
It's a big question. So, I believe also in the overseas, England to be precise, there's also a call for that, they should review the earnings of the ladies.
Yeah, Serena Vigman, the Lionesses. Yeah,
with respect to football, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime now, because the ladies everywhere now, they want the equality. You know, that's what they're looking for. But I don't think it's gonna be achievable.
Okay.
Achievable. Let's be frank about it.
Is it never going to be achievable, or for now?
Yeah, it can never be equal.
Okay.
It can never. Sorry to say that.
But no competition, no comparison.
No comparison. It can never be equal. But there should be a review on it, but not equality.
So how good will it be that our ladies went to Morocco and conquered the world? We gave Morocco a bad record, being to the final consecutively and losing out. And these said ladies went to 22. They had a very decent game, even though South Africa got us off Morocco as well. But our last time collecting the trophy before now was 2018. How good was it that we went to Morocco to conquer, and now the next Nations Cup for the male category happens to be in Morocco as well? Should this be a motivation to the national team, Super Eagles? Remember, we've qualified for the Nations Cup, but the World Cup is a big one.
It should actually be more than a motivation. You know, now seeing the way the ladies performed, though a lot of people used to say you can't compare ladies football to the guys category. Of course, we know the way. We know the actions, we know the emotions, they are quite a bit different. But it should serve as a motivation to see ladies from different teams. You know, they don't ply their trade in Nigeria per se. It's Spain, some are in Spain, some are in the UK.
But we had 11 debutants on this tournament.
Then, notwithstanding, but these players are different. They're from different locations, like different area. Clubs. But they came together, and one thing they gelled, that word, you know, they formed the system that actually went there and brought in the cup. All right, so let's have that. Let's have that interwovenness. Let's have that system that will make these guys, this male, with respect to football now, these Super Eagles, that will make these guys gel. Let's see communication. Let's see bond, all right? Let's see a team. You know, like you make mention that the head coach of the female team, he never touched his back line. Yeah. Because he saw something there. There's a bond between these players. So you can't break it. Why do you want to break that? But when you come to Super Eagles national team, you must always see something will share, do something.
So we'll do Tospi. Okay, so Lagos, Nigeria, let's quickly get into this one. Another tough one. This is not a good news to be talked about, but regardless, we just have to do so. Super Eagles forward and African Footballer of the Year, Ademola Lookman has expressed his frustration over Atalanta's decision not to sanction his move to Inter Milan, confirming that he has handed a transfer request. The 27-year-old Nigerian international, a key figure in Atlanta's Europa League success last season, is reportedly growing frustrated with the club's unwillingness to entertain talks over his potential exit. Moving on, according to multiple reports, Inter Milan have made several attempts to secure Ademola Lookman's signature during the current summer transfer, but their latest offer, reportedly in the region of 45 million euros, however, was turned down. The Bergamo club turned down the offer, and Lookman has now spoken out about the treatment in a lengthy post on social media, and that was on Sunday. He was so devastated. Lookman, over the past 3 years, he said, over the past 3 years at Atalanta, I've given absolutely everything. He said this on X, formerly known as Twitter. He said, he continued by saying, not just as a footballer, but as a person, I've always worn the shirt with pride and tried to represent this club and the city of Bergamo with heart, passion, and dedication. I came here with the hope of helping this special club grow, and together we did. We've created memories that will stay with me forever. Winning the Europa League and standing shoulder to shoulder with my teammates that night in Dublin, celebrating with our fans, was one of the proudest moments of my career so far. It still gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Lookman continued by saying, that's what makes writing this so hard. I have worked every moment, but I feel that now, after 3 wonderful years in Bergamo, it's the right time to move on and experience a new adventure, a new chapter. There have been numerous clubs that are approaching Atalanta in the past, and I have previously always stayed loyal. However, myself and the ownership of the club have been in agreement that now is the right time, and the club were clear with me that if a fair offer comes in, they would allow me to go. Despite now receiving an offer in alignment to what I believe has been discussed, sadly, the club are blocking the opportunity for reasons I do not understand. As a result, and after many months of broken promises and what I feel has been poor treatment towards me as both a human being and also a professional footballer, sadly, I feel I have no choice but to speak out for what I believe is right for me, and I feel that enough is enough. I can confirm I have now handed in a formal transfer request. Despite the state of things, Lookman went ahead to praise the fans and hopes the club, or the two clubs rather, can reach an agreement in order to make the move happen. Wrapping up his talk, he said, to the fans, the heartbeat of this club, I want to say this. I'm truly sorry it's come to this. I hope you can understand this incredibly difficult situation. It's simply about standing up and for what I believe is fair and right. The support you have always given me has been incredible, and the bond we have created together is special. I hope to work together with the club to find an amicable solution for all parties as soon as possible. That's about the post concluding. Lookman, who made a watch and a very big switch from RB Leipzig to Atalanta in the summer of 2022, delivered his best season to date last term, 18 goals and contributing 9 assists in all competition. I'm done talking about this. I'm feeling so emotional. I don't want to keep going on and on and on and keep talking about this. Mr. Phil, see, this is saddening. This is saddening to know. This is so bad.
Yeah.
I was almost going to cry, but I'm not going to cry.
Please do not cry.
It's a bad one. How can I play for a club side? Gianpiero Gasperini has left. How can I give all to a club side? I feel like this is me reaching out to them, and they don't want me to go. Not just not wanting me to go. Inter Milan is a bigger side.
Yep.
And is it about not selling to arch rivals? Are they being this demonic for me? Sorry,
you said it. I don't want to say na village people they matter.
Yeah, I don't know,
but when you look at it, you wouldn't want to be a victim. All right. Ademola Lookman, a good goal scorer.
Yeah.
A good winger. He knows how to play. He knows
Very
how to
well.
use the
Good
ball.
player. He has shown to the world now.
So you want to sell him to the team close to you. So maybe they wire you.
Wait, Mr. Bill. You know, okay. You're talking about arch rivals.
Yes.
But I'm looking at the part where there was an agreement with him on the club side.
Yes.
We had an agreement. If a fair offer comes in, they only got a replacement for him. Okay. So why are you still keeping him?
And the problem they made was that, to me, it's a bad one anyways. You should let him go. But the problem, maybe sometimes, whenever we're making an agreement, I like it to be in written, number one. And number two,
of course, it should be official, right?
Let's have all the clauses. Now, if you wouldn't want me to play for your arch rival, then it should be stated. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
All right, yes.
Because our contract is yet to be expired, so he's still on. Except I'm a free agent, so I can choose anything. But since that aside, I'm still a player for you. My contract still runs. Then if you don't want me to play for your arch rival, you should stipulate it there that okay, I'm not gonna sell it here. But this guy needs to move. Believe you me, he needs to climb the ladder.
He needs to
move.
You know, I feel so bad talking about Lookman because this one is like a sign again. Maybe this is a letter from me to Tolu Arokodare because he's in the news as well. Atalanta have sold Retegi. He's gone to the Saudi side. Yeah. Now they are trying to reform their team, reinforce again. But I'm looking at the way they are treating players. Lookman is an example. You know the story about Lookman penalty miss?
Yeah.
Gasparini came out to say a lot.
Yeah, he said a lot about it.
No disrespect to Deron, Ederson, and all of these guys, Catalera, they are good players. But Lookman is the best player in Atalanta.
Yeah, Lookman contributed to their win over.
Okay, Mr. Phil, let's even say this. Which player has gone on the final in the Europa League to score 3 goals? A hat-trick. He went home with the ball. So see, I feel like I'm not being Nigerian here, but I'm just being factual.
This is fact.
This is unfair.
Of course.
This for me is unprofessional.
Of course. He needs to move. He needs less. I don't know if maybe I'm going to conduct a 3 days dry fasting for him.
But what happens when they don't let him go and season starts up?
Maybe they might loan him out just like the way they did to Victor Osimhen. We respect him.
Is this a poor treatment or not?
Of course it is. If we've had an agreement, then you should honor your side of the agreement. So it's a poor treatment. It's really a poor treatment. It is a poor treatment.
Let's look at it the other way, like we do in Nigeria.
Yeah.
More think the A, more think the
B.
Because we don't go police, not being the now. So we're talking now. This Lookman now. If Lookman not come out, I ain't go feel. I ain't go be.
He go feel
personally,
bad.
mentally, I ain't
yes, mentally he go feel bad. Emotionally, he go feel bad, and he won't be able to contribute. He won't be able to play freely. I don't know if you understand me. And normally he won't even get playing time like he used to be before. In addition to that, or English don't be your mate. In addition to that, bro. In addition to that, even if they give him the opportunity to play, he won't be able to give his all because mentally he's been deranged. Like you're not giving me my goal.
You know, Lookman. I know Lookman have this best friend who's a YouTuber. There's something about Ademola Lookman everybody knows. He does not talk a lot. He doesn't talk much.
You don't. Yeah.
He has taken this so much. And for Lookman to come out to social media to put out a post on X, you know how big X is. It's really hot. Now, a message here via the comment section says, "Dare to Dream 122 saying, Italian club sides always treat our players badly. African players need to learn from the past, from the past players." Victor Osimhen.
That's what I said about Victor. That was a blow. Victor Osimhen, film. The person who happened to win Scudetto. It'll be 30 years drought.
Yeah.
And see the way the way they treated him. They treated him poorly. Still, they don't want him to even sign for Galatasaray. Yeah. They wanted to send him. Just imagine.
So that was selfish interest.
That's selfish. That's wickedness. That's wickedness. So to me, they're just being wicked to him, and it's bad. It's really, really bad. Ademola Lookman, I'll be praying for you from here. All right.
Okay. So says plus why aren't his agent? I don't know what he's saying, but let me see. Okay, looking outside of the sphere, our EPL clubs would be happy to have him. Yeah, Lookman, I think, Lookman is like a one-man on a season. Let me even say it. Lookman from RB Leipzig, we know the story. He played for Charlton, played for Everton. He does not like to sit for less. He does like to work for Iruka. Personally, he don't like to do one club. He stayed in Bergamo. He's lived his dream. He has shown the world that yes, I'm a good player. This is African best player for crying out loud. Why is he in the news this poor way?
That's an African base.
Can I ever tell you? Recently, we saw the news about Nigerian Super Eagles. Everyone's saying, "Look, man, just keep striving. Our hearts is with you."
Yeah, I think that's the best they can do. You know why? The contract still runs.
Okay, you know what? I'll hold you out on this because you are a guest on the show. So because you're a guest, you can't tell me this. You have to give a special advice to Tolu Arokodare. He plays for Genk. He's about to make a move to Atalanta. He's on the verge of joining them to replace Retegi. Now, there's a Skamaka who is also on the bench. But are you going to advise a Nigerian player, any Nigerian player, Tolu to be exact at this point, to join a club side that would possibly, we can say, the Italian side
treat him the way they're doing? Okay, you see, and to me, I think you just need to be wise now. If you have an opportunity, because sometimes opportunity don't come that much.
Yeah.
Now, if you're seeing it that Atlanta to Genk, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
With respect to advancement. So. If he wants to go, wisdom, there's a way you construct your contract.
Oh, it should be agreed now. Using examples to make sense.
Yeah, but when you look at this now, there's a way you construct your contract. Your contract should be able to prevent you from unseen circumstances, for sins, any kind of sin and circumstances that want to even appear in the long run.
Yeah.
The contract is to shield you from it, like what Ademola Lookman is going through now. Now, if when they had the talk or the agreement, if they have had some clause on it that okay, if Inter Milan
it would have been a different case.
It would have been a different case. So let's be wise about it.
Okay, so yes, let's be wise about it. We have to call it a day. We have to call it a wrap here. Mr. Phil, thank you so much for keeping it cool with me on the show. Thank you so much. Great to have you on the show today. You really did justice to that. And
namaste.
And chill. Yes, to all of you who watched away from home, I don't know where you're watching from, but thank you so much for being part of the show today. This is the Sports Republic show that comes your way every weekdays, Monday to Friday. Then the weekend kickoff comes up for Saturday. But can I say this? I celebrate the Tigers on the show today. Vena Wakama, I'll follow you anytime, but I'll follow Jesus Christ first. My name is Kizzy Ken. I'm signing out, the only football player without a jersey. We have the media news coming up next. Please don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Peace.